Okay, real quick, when's the last time you actually heard someone say, just ship an MVP? Yeah, I used to say it all the time. It was like my go-to motto. But lately, I don't know. I'm starting to think that advice doesn't really hold up, especially if you're building solo. So here's what I've been chewing on lately. Like this thought that keeps coming back. Not some fancy framework or anything, just a vibe shift, really. You know MVPs, minimum viable products. They're supposed to be quick, scrappy, just enough to prove the idea, right? You ship something rough, get feedback, iterate. Classic startup playbook. But the thing is, that playbook's kinda old. It made sense when building software was slower, when it cost a bunch, when you needed like a team and a few months to get V1 out the door. But now, dude, we're solo devs with SwiftUI. We've got tools like ChatGPT, Claude, Cursor. I'm building stuff way faster than I used to. I'm not just talking little snippets either. I'm talking fully working UIs, real business logic, animations, models, all in a weekend. And if I can move that fast, someone else can too. So here's the danger I see now. If I ship something that's half-baked, like a bare bones MVP, someone else might see it, clean it up, throw in a few nice touches, and out-launch me before I even push version 2. That's the world we're in. Tools make it easy to copy ideas, but taste, care, that stuff's still rare. So instead of MVPs, I've been leaning into this other idea. SLC, simple, lovable, complete, not perfect, not overbuilt, just good, finished, like something you'd actually want to use, something that makes someone pause and go, yeah, this feels nice. Let me give you a real example. I was building this QR code app. Originally, I scoped it super lean, just scan, save, export, like very MVP. Functionally, it worked, but it felt hollow, no personality, no vibe. So I gave it a bit more love, added a polished share flow, threw in custom styles, subtle haptics, a little animation when you scan. It took like maybe 2 extra days, and that changed everything. Suddenly, it wasn't just a tool, it felt like a real product, like something I could be proud to put my name on. And honestly, people noticed. Even friends I shared it with were like, whoa, this is actually really slick. That never happens with MVP asset. That's the SLC thing. You're not trying to do more, you're just doing less, better. And for us solo devs, that's a game changer because let's be real, we don't get 5 launches. We don't have a big email list or a marketing team. You get one post, one tweet, one chance to make someone stop scrolling. And if your app feels janky, they're not going to be like, oh, it's early, I'll come back later. They're just gone. You lost them. But if your app is small and tight and feels good, they stick around. They might tell someone. They might become one of those first 10 real users, the kind you actually build momentum with. And here's the sneaky bonus. When you build with care up front, you save yourself so much time later. You're not constantly going back to patch stuff or rebuild features you rushed. You're shipping something that's already close to your final vision. Even if it's small, it's done. That's huge. And look, I get the appeal of fast feedback, but let's be honest. When was the last time someone gave you useful feedback on a rough prototype? Most people won't even comment unless it feels finished. People fall in love with products, not wireframes, not half-functioning screens. They get excited when they feel like you cared. And if you're building for iOS, you already know the bar is high. iOS users are spoiled. They expect buttery animations, clean UIs, great UX. If you ship something that's just meh, they bounce hard. So you can't afford to be sloppy. But the good news is, we've got tools now that make polish easier. SwiftUI gives us so much out of the box. Animations, haptics, layouts that adapt, and AI helps with the rest, naming stuff, writing onboarding, designing flows. It's never been easier to make something small that feels good. That's what SLC is about. Not building more, not building forever, just building something that feels complete. And honestly, that's where we shine as solo devs. We're not here to out-feature big teams. We're here to outcare them. Our edge is taste, vision, craft, being intentional with every detail. You don't need 10 features. You need one thing done really well. Just one screen that makes someone go, oh, this slaps. And when you start like that, you're not only more likely to get noticed, you're way more likely to enjoy the process. Because let's not forget, this should be fun. If you're stressed, burned out, constantly rebuilding, it's gonna suck. But if you ship something you're genuinely proud of, that's energizing. That makes you want to keep going. So, yeah. Maybe we don't need to ship faster. Maybe we just need to ship smarter, with care, with intention, with taste. That's what I'm trying to do. And I'm curious, where are you at with this? Still building MVP style? Tried SLC? Or maybe stuck somewhere in the middle? Drop me a comment. Seriously, I'd love to hear what you're building and how you're thinking about this. And if you're curious about how I get started on a project before I even write a line of code, stick around. In the next video, I'm going to walk through my full setup, like the real workflow, Cursor, Claude, GPT, Figma, all the stuff I do before I touch Xcode. Because honestly, that's where the magic happens. That setup phase is where I figure out what's worth building and how to build it without wasting a ton of time. So yeah, if you're into solo dev and this gave you something to think about, go ahead and hit that like button. Maybe subscribe if you haven't already. Appreciate you watching. Catch you in the next one.